Today, we're taking it back to Menace II Society, a movie that didn't just entertain us, but showed us the harsh reality of growing up in the streets when every day was a fight for survival. Released in 1993, Menace II Society gave us unforgettable characters, powerful performances, and a raw look at the choices, pain, and hopes of young black men trying to find their way in a world that felt stacked against them. First up, we gotta talk about Tyrin Turner. Yeah, the homie who brought Kane to life in Menace II Society. Man, Kane wasn't just some movie role, that was real life for a lot of folks. A young black dude caught up in the madness, trying to find a way out, but always getting pulled back in. Tyrin played that part with so much rawness, you could feel every moment. You saw the pain, the struggle, the little bit of hope he had left, and then boom, life snatched it all away. That last scene, when he knew it was too late, man, that one still hit like a punch to the chest. He was only 21 when he did that. 21. And while he ain't blow up in Hollywood like some others, Tyrin stayed down. Did voice work, popped up in music videos, stayed tapped in with the culture. He never forgot where he came from. Now at 52, he's still moving, still creating. But no matter what he does, Tyrin Turner is Kane. The dude who showed us what happens when you got dreams, but the streets got other plans. Let's talk about Ronnie real quick. You remember her, right? Jada Pinkett, just 21 at the time, playing that role like she was really from around the way. Bruh, Ronnie was different. While everybody else in Kane's life was wild and or caught up in some mess, she was the one bringing peace. She showed him love, real love, not that toxic street mess. Like she actually cared about his future. She wasn't just trying to fix him either. She believed in him. That whole let's move to Atlanta plan, that was more than just a move. That was her saying, yo, you don't gotta die out here. We can start over. And what's wild is how Jada played that so smooth. She wasn't over the top, she wasn't doing too much, but you felt her every time she was on screen. Quiet strength. For real. And look at her now. 53, still going strong. Set it off, The Matrix, Girls Trip, Red Table Talk, but no matter what, man, she gonna always be Ronnie to us. The one who tried to give Kane a way out before the streets came knocking. We gotta talk about O-Dog real quick, played by Larenz Tate when he was just 17. 17, bruh. That's wild. And he came in Menace II Society like a straight-up problem. O-Dog wasn't just some side character. He was the streets. Loud, reckless, unpredictable. A little too quick to pull that trigger. I ain't even gonna lie, he had me shook. You ain't know if he was gonna ride with you or catch a body for looking at him wrong. Larenz played that role like he was O-Dog. That cold stare, the way he laughed after doing dirt, the don't give a damn attitude, he made you feel the rage of a young black kid born into chaos, never taught how to cope, just survive. And the wild part? That was his first big role. Dude was just a teenager, but he came in like a vet. After that, he stayed killing roles, Dead Presidents, Love Jones, and now doing his thing on Power. He 49 now, still looking young, still respected in the game. But to us, he'll always be O-Dog. The one who showed us what it looked like when the hood raises you, and pain becomes your only language. Every crew got that one rat, the dude who pretend he's cool with you but stay moving foul behind your back. In Menace II Society, that was Chauncey, played by Clifton Powell. Chauncey was a straight-up snitch. Jealous of Kane, bitter because Ronnie didn't want him, and salty because nobody respected him. So what'd he do? Took that liquor store tape, the one that could get folks locked up, and tried to take it to the cops. Not out of fear, out of spite. That's next-level snake behavior. He wanted Kane's girl, couldn't have her, and tried to take the whole crew down over it. Clifton Powell was 36 when he played that greasy role, and now he's 69. Been in classics like Dead Presidents and Ray, but as Chauncey? Dude played that rat so well, you'd swear he had cheese in his back pocket. Taking center stage is Tat Lawson, Kane's pops, played by Samuel L. Jackson in Menace II Society. He ain't even in the movie that long, just a flashback scene. That's all it took. You saw what time it was. Tat was cold, straight up street certified, the type of dude that'd smoke somebody in the kitchen with his kid sitting right there eating cereal. No warning, no talking, just boom. And Kane? He was like 5, watching it like it was normal. That's how deep the streets ran in his blood. Samuel L. Jackson was 45 when he did that scene, and you already know, He brought that wild energy like only he can. Tat looked like one of them dudes you just don't cross. You blink wrong, and he already on you. No remorse. That's the kind of environment Kane was raised in. Now Sam 76, out here still killing roles, big-time Hollywood legend. But to us, in the hood, he'll always be Tat Lawson. The cold OG who showed us where Kane got it from. And then we got Karen Lawson, Kane's mom, played by the incredible Condi Alexander. Karen was a drug addict, and not the kind that hides it. She was deep in it, strung out, numb, and barely present. She wasn't violent like Kane's father, but her absence hurt just as much, maybe more. Because when your mama's there in the flesh but gone in every other way, that kind of pain sticks with you. Kane didn't grow up with love. He grew up in survival mode. That house wasn't a home. It was quiet chaos. Smoke in the air, no guidance, no warmth. Just a little boy watching his mother fade away while trying to figure out what love even looks like. Condi was 36 when she played that role, and in one short flashback, she gave us everything. Grief, addiction, and the kind of emotional abandonment that shapes a child forever. Now 67, she's still out here doing powerful work. But in Menace II Society, she'll always be Karen, the broken mother whose addiction left a hole in Kane's heart before the streets ever did. Up next is Mr. Butler, played by the OG Charles S. Dutton. That was Sharif's pops, the real one. He wasn't out here trying to be cool or play games. He came through with wisdom, straight up. While everybody else was either riding with Kane or letting him crash, Mr. Butler was the only one trying to steer him right. He sat Kane down and kept it a buck, told him he still had a shot, that it wasn't too late to switch up, told him to leave them crooked ways behind and roll with Sharif. "Get out of Watts," he said, "before this place eats you alive." And you could feel it. He wasn't just talking to Kane, he was begging him to survive. Charles S. Dutton played that part like it was personal. No extra, no overacting, just real talk and presence. He was 42 back then, and now he's 74, still one of the coldest to ever do it. In a movie full of chaos and lost souls, Mr. Butler was that one grown man who actually cared, the one who saw Kane spiraling and tried to pull him out before the streets finished what they started. Sharif Butler, Kane's boy, played by Vontae Sweet. He wasn't always the calm, righteous dude we saw. Back in the day, he was in the streets like the rest of them. But by the time we catch up with him in Menace II Society, he had changed. Found Islam, found peace, and was trying to guide his friends to something better. He had a real plan too, moving to Kansas, getting out of Watts, starting over. He was serious about it, but the streets don't care how much you've changed. Just when he was trying to escape, they took him out. That scene still hurts. Sharif didn't deserve that. Vontae Sweet was just 22 at the time, now he's 54. You might remember him from Boys in the Hood, too. He didn't need 100 roles, he made his mark with just a few. And then we have Elena, played by Erin LaShawn Wiley. She was the girl Kane hooked up with. You know, one of those situations that started casual but got real quick. Elena hit him up later saying she was pregnant, but Kane wasn't trying to hear it. Swore up and down he had the Jimmy on. Denied the whole thing. But Elena wasn't letting it slide. And in an act of vengeance, her cousin came looking for Kane, and that's what led to him getting taken out in the end. That whole situation was messy, and it showed how fast life can flip on you out here. Erin LaShawn Wiley was just 19 when she played Elena, and now she's 50. She didn't have a major role, but her character's impact was huge. She was part of the chain reaction that sealed Kane's fate. Up next, we got Elena's cousin, played by Samuel Monroe Jr., a face that's mad familiar to anybody who grew up watching hood films in the 90s. So here's the deal. Elena tells her cousin that Kane got her pregnant and been ghosting her ever since. Instead of minding his business or talking it out like a man, dude takes it personal, like the beef was his. He takes it upon himself to go confront Kane. Bad move. Kane whooped him right there in front of everybody. No mercy. But instead of taking that L like a man, Elena's cousin did some coward stuff. He went and organized a hit, straight up got Kane killed, all because his pride got hurt. That's next-level petty and villain behavior. Samuel Monroe Jr. played that role cold, like a real-life hater with a vendetta. He was just 19 when he did Menace II Society, but he wasn't done bringing the heat. He went on to be in the Players Club, set it off, and even showed up in the parody Don't Be a Menace. Now he's 51, and to a lot of us, he'll always be Alina's cousin, the dude who took revenge way too far. And then we have Purnell, played by Glenn Plummer. Purnell was that man behind bars, locked up but still carrying weight on the outside. Back in the day, him and Kane's pops, Tat Lawson, used to run wild in them streets. Unruly, no guidance, just straight hood legends. But now Purnell's doing time in the pen, and all he can do is watch the next generation fall into the same trap. To Kane, Purnell wasn't just some OG, he was like a mentor, someone he looked up to. And it ran deep too. Purnell had a kid with Ronnie, so there was that bond. Even while locked up, Kane would visit him, and in one powerful scene, Purnell pleads with him to change his ways, to break the cycle. But you could already see it. Kane was too deep in. Glenn Plummer was 32 when he stepped into Purnell's shoes, and by then, he was already a real one in black cinema. He came up in Colors, but if you know, it was South Central where he bodied the role of OG Bobby Johnson. Real talk, he should have gotten an Oscar for that performance. Now Glenn's 63, but to us, he'll always be Purnell, the realest cat behind bars trying to save the young homie before it was too late. MC Eiht, playing AWACS, wasn't just part of the Watts crew with O-Dog and Kane. He was that dude. Wild, reckless, and down for whatever. Carjacking? Cool. Shooting somebody for looking sideways? Say less. AWACS had that volatile energy like he woke up every day ready for war. Loyalty ran deep with him, but so did chaos. And when you mix the two, that's a walking time bomb with a fade. He was the kind of homie you kept close, but never turned your back on. Trigger happy, no patience, and zero regard for peace. But even in all that madness, there was a moment, just one, where you saw the man underneath. When Kane got lit up, AWACS ain't play it cool. That pain hit him. You could see it. For a second, the killer disappeared, and what was left was just a broken soldier watching his boy bleed out. MC Eiht was only 22 when he played that role. And let's be real, he didn't have to stretch far. That wasn't acting, that was life. Straight out of Compton. And even now at 54, he's still dropping music that hit harder than a drive-by. His songs? All gas, no filter. Real stories from a real place. AWACS wasn't no Hollywood gangster. He was the streets with a cold stare and a heat in his lap. Thanks for watching Let's Remember. If Menace II Society left a mark on you like it did on so many of us, drop a comment with your favorite character or moment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into Black cinema classics. See you next time.